Welcome to Tingling Goosebumps. The following are true stories told by people who truly believe happened to them. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Without wasting any more time, let's get started.
The woods had always called to me like an enchantress, their deep green canopies and mysterious sounds promising adventure and solitude. On a crisp autumn night, I embarked on a solo truck camping adventure deep in the heart of a secluded forest, seeking respite from the noisy world and a connection with nature. Little did I know that this night would test the boundaries of my understanding of the world. I parked my trusty truck in a small, tranquil clearing. The moon hung low, casting a gentle, silver glow over the towering trees. I'd set up my campsite and built a campfire, its warm flames licking the cool air. The night was still and quiet, with only the distant hoot of an owl and the rustling of leaves to break the silence. I lay in the bed of my truck, wrapped in my cozy sleeping bag, gazing at the star-studded sky. It was the kind of silence that made me feel one with the universe, part of something much greater than myself. It was in this profound solitude that I saw something that would forever change my perception of reality. As I watched the stars above, a peculiar light appeared in the sky. It wasn't a star, nor a plane, and it certainly didn't move like a satellite. The light pulsated rhythmically, casting an eerie, otherworldly glow. It was an unidentified flying object, and it was unlike anything I had ever seen. The forest held its breath as I lay there, my heart racing and my mind spinning. The UFO descended slowly, hovering just above the treetops. It defied the laws of physics, moving with grace and precision. I watched in awe, paralyzed by the inexplicable. Suddenly, the UFO shot downward, a bright beam of light piercing the night, and it stopped just a few feet from my truck. A sense of fear and wonder washed over me. The beam of light began scanning the area around my campsite, illuminating the trees and the ground. My instinct was to hide, to crawl into the safety of my truck, but my body refused to obey. I was immobilized, as if some unseen force held me in place. The light became blinding, and in the midst of the brilliance, I saw figures emerge from the UFO. They were unlike anything I could comprehend, with elongated limbs and large, dark eyes that seemed to pierce my very soul. My last memory was of being levitated, drawn toward the UFO, and then everything went black. When I awoke, I was back in my truck, shivering and disoriented. The campfire had burned down to embers, and the forest was eerily silent once more. My mind struggled to grasp what had transpired. Had it all been a dream, a trick of the mind? As I drove away from that secluded clearing, the memories of that strange night haunted me. I had seen a UFO, and something unexplained had happened. The truth remained elusive, buried in the depths of the forest and my own mind. To this day, I am left with more questions than answers, and the strange turn my solo truck camping night took remains a puzzle that defies explanation. The forest had shown me that the world is a place of mysteries, where the line between reality and the unexplained is often blurred. The moon hung low in the sky, casting a silver glow over the dense woods where I had parked my truck for a solo camping night. I was reveling in the serenity of the isolated wilderness, with only the distant hoot of an owl and the rustle of leaves to break the silence. As I settled into my sleeping bag in the bed of my truck, I felt a profound connection with nature and a sense of profound solitude. Just as I began to drift into the embrace of slumber, a faint scratching noise pierced the night's tranquility. My senses heightened, and I lay still, straining to discern the source. The sound continued, a rhythmic, unnerving scrape, accompanied by an occasional knock. My heart quickened, and I cursed myself for camping in such remote isolation. The woods had been silent moments ago, and now an eerie presence seemed to lurk just beyond the truck's metal walls. Summoning my courage, I slowly unzipped my sleeping bag and peered out of the truck's window. The sight that greeted me made my heart skip a beat. Under the faint moonlight, I saw a pair of glowing eyes, gleaming like two orbs of polished onyx. They belonged to a massive raccoon, its claws scratching at the truck's metal door. Its beady eyes seemed to fixate on mine, as if daring me to move. I reached for my flashlight, and with a trembling hand, I switched it on. The sudden beam of light startled the raccoon, and it scuttled away into the underbrush, leaving me alone with my racing heart. The rest of the night passed in anxious fits of sleep, with every distant sound or rustling leaf magnified into an imagined threat. The strange encounter had shattered the tranquility of my solitude, leaving me with a lingering sense of unease. At dawn, I awoke to the gentle chorus of birdsong. With the light of day, the strange incident seemed less menacing. I gathered my belongings and prepared to leave. I looked closer and realized there was also handprints twice the size as an average person. Was this actually a raccoon or something else? I planned to return to this location one day with friends and try to find whatever this was. My solo truck camping adventure, which had started as a quest for peace and connection with nature, had taken a strange and unexpected turn. The woods, once a source of tranquility, had revealed a wild and mysterious underbelly, reminding me that even in solitude, the natural world held its enigmatic secrets.